All right, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're watching this video, you are welcome to stay and see what message Spirit has today. You may resonate with all of the message or just parts of it. Either is okay because this is a general message. If you'd like a personalized reading, you can always click the link to my Ko-Fi shop and purchase one there. Now let's get started with our reading today. So before we begin with the tarot cards, I want to pull out an oracle card just to see where the energy is taking us today. I think this one. All right. Ooh, okay. White Witch, be the light. That is a very interesting card. I don't think I've ever pulled that particular card from this deck personally. All right. So about being the light. There's something about being a light during difficult times right now. We're currently in a state of chaos in this world. It's actually why I have the rose quartz here, because there's just a lot of chaos and confusion going on. The energy of this month is very intense. So let's see what the cards are saying today. What message does Spirit have about being the light? Okay, so I definitely felt this one. Justice in reverse. Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. In the World. Okay, this is good. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right now there's a ton of injustice happening. There is. Between climate change, between the chaos going on politically, worldwide, not just in the US. There's a ton of natural disasters that have been happening. Again, worldwide. This is not just in the US with the hurricanes that we've just had, even though those have been absolutely catastrophic. There's flooding going on, wars. It has been ridiculous. By ridiculous, I just mean it's been very intense. It's been a lot of energy, right? We're all feeling it, especially those of us who are more sensitive to that kind of thing. We're just definitely feeling it right now. Lives have been upended. Livelihoods have been upended. Like, okay, I just want to show you this card upright. I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful, right? You've got I like that in this particular deck. There's a couple here. One of them is more feminine than the other, but it's not clear. Could be a guy with long hair. Could just be non-binary. It's beautiful. And you've got these kids over here playing. It feels like family and contentedness and contentment. All of those lovely home vibes, right? You have all of the chakra colors represented here in this beautiful rainbow. And this is the ideal life, like what we want to see with the cups. It's that feeling of contentment, that emotion of being complete. And all of that has been upended. I just noticed too, like there's a treble clef right there, right? It looks like music notes, and these are the music notes playing, like this beautiful song. All of that is being upended currently. It looks like I just had a thought, hold on. It looks like all of this has just been poured out, right? Like it's all this huge mess. We've tipped the bowls over. Up, There it goes. There goes our spaghetti on the floor. And I want you to hold on to the Ten of Cups for a second, because it does feel like that. But then we have the World, and the World is upright here. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is here to remind us that all of the things in this world have a beginning and they have an ending. Today, as I'm doing this reading, the Pluto in Capricorn transit is going to go direct later today. Currently, it's in its like final throes, because it's also in that very last degree of Capricorn. And it's not going to go any further. Thankfully, right? Those of us with Capricorn placements, especially late Capricorn placements, are like, thank goodness, done. After today, we're going to move away from this intensity, right? But this Wheel of Fortune card reminds us that everything has a beginning. Everything has an ending. There is, I'm not, I wanted to say like everything has a purpose, but that's one of those altruisms, those axioms that have been misused. And I really want to stay away from that kind of language. I've had that told to me in very dark times of my life. It was not appreciated. Everything has a cycle, though. There are awful things that happen, and then that fate kind of flips. We hold on to the energies, we have the energies, and at some point we can flip it over like these coins and say, no, I'm done with that. Or I'm tired of that perspective. Or I'm not going to live this way anymore. I'm going to do something different with my life. We all have that ability. We all have that within us. And the reason why I say flip over specifically is because let's go back to that Ten of Cups. See, when you have a card in reverse, the way to move through that energy, or the way to embody the energy, flip and turn that perspective, is to turn the card around. Right now, it feels like everything's being upended. It feels like our worlds are awful, terrible. There's absolutely no hope. All of our, the good things in life, they're fallen out of our bowls. We have empty bowls, empty cups. We can't fill them to save our lives. The way to fill them is to look at it from a different perspective, right? For those of us who have close family members or chosen family members, spend time with friends, spend time with family. In this scene, you also see the children playing by the seashore, right? Spend time in nature. The world currently is chaotic. There's no doubt about that. But how can we be the light, right? Going back to the White Witch here, be the light. And she has, I just noticed, okay. She has these vines, ivy vines. She has this lovely butterfly or moth wing. She has the owl. She has these lovely signs of nature, right? And where are they playing? They're playing in nature. She's looking forward to, she's looking ahead. We can turn our eyes. We can try to ignore the bad things going on. It takes a special kind of person to be able to look at what's happening, to sit with those emotions, and to process them and to feel them. But what is that spiritual truth, right? If we sit in those emotions, we process them, we feel them, we let them pass through us, we're being the light. Collective energy it could go a couple of different ways. But when we are living in our consciousness, we can affect change. Sometimes that change is donating money, helping with food banks. Sometimes that change is determining that you're going to look at the tragedy that's happening and not turn away. And I don't know, not that I don't know, you see this owl, the owl is like looking at us, right? And saying, are you going to look away? I feel like I'm in a staring contest with this owl right now. Are you going to look away? Are you going to find justice when there is no justice? Are you going to look for the ways that you can fill your cup when your cup has been overturned? Are you going to affect that wheel of fortune, that wheel of change, right? And guys, look, please don't think I'm being flippant about this at all. I was in Hurricane Katrina when I was 17 years old, lived through almost 2 full weeks without power, 4 days without water. Currently, I'm actually processing my own emotions from that because of these 2 awful hurricanes back to back. Not because I'm trying to wallow in my own self-pity, but because I realized I have a lot of repressed emotions from that time. I was in high school. There was no way I could have processed that, like, correctly, maturely, or anything. It was just, it happened to me. And that's why I'm saying, like, for a lot of people, they can't process those emotions maturely. And so, like, if we're gonna hold our conscience and if we're going to sit with all of that, like, that's what we need to do. If we are able to do that, that's what we need to do. If we are able to affect change through, like I said, donations, through food pantries, through, I mean, even prayers and petitions at this point, not just like, oh, thoughts and prayers, but seriously, like that directed petition energy, that's what we need to do. Because I'm gonna tell you what, my dad was a pastor, and the way that people got supplies and food and water when all the stores around us were closed were through the church. That's just the way it was. Hot meals came through the church. The National Guard dropped off supplies at the church. This is not to say, like, I totally get emotional trauma. I totally get religious trauma, but please be willing to sit with the fact, like, it's that dichotomy, right? That dichotomy of the people on the ground. Like, yes, find the people who are reputable, who are not going to compromise your values. Please do that. But please don't disparage the humanitarian work that I guarantee you is happening now within those communities. This turned into a bit of a therapy session, and I'm sorry for that. I did not mean for it to. There's a lot of energy going on right now, though, and unfortunately, that is going to show up more and more in this month. I would like to ask the cards another question. Maybe, what is one way? What's another way that we can be the light during this time? What's another way we can be the light during this time? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Oh, okay. Oh, it just popped out. 3 of Wands. Normally, this would be like waiting for your ship to come in. But she's waiting. She's waiting for that wave, right? I mean, I don't know. I've never surfed, but that's what it looks like. She's waiting for that huge wave to come in. I think we need to wait. I think what this is telling us is wait for news, wait to hear up for opportunities. We can't affect change if we're sitting with anxiety, if we're sitting with, like if we're feeling the feelings of the people going through it. That's not what I'm trying to say at all, because like you have to separate yourself from what the people are going through. If you're a mess, you can't affect change. You're just going to be a mess. So yeah, it's definitely that waiting energy. Wait to hear ways that you can help. It almost reminds me too of like waiting for the storm to come through, because even though like there are kind of stars in, oops, see if that helps. There's like these speckles, they kind of look like stars. But because it's so dark, it's reminding me of a storm. And there's this like little fire, this glow, it's almost like this guiding light. So maybe we need to look for the guiding lights in the storms. Like look for the people who are already doing the work and see and wait and see how you can help them. Wait and see how you can move forward. Hold on, there's something else here. If I put it here, she's looking out and over. We're gonna bear witness. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Because remember when all of these bowls spilled over? Like just imagine you have like all the bits of food and spaghetti and stuff. We can bear witness to the mess that has been created. And that's how we bring about justice, right? We don't bring about justice. Oh, I just noticed the bowls over here are also turned over. But we don't bring about justice through trying to figure out what they might need or what they could use. It's, oh gosh, y'all, I'm remembering. This was like a week or so ago. When the offshoremen, the longshoremen decided, hey, we're gonna do like the worker strike at the docks. And then everyone heard, oh, we need to stock up on toilet paper, even though we make that here in the United States. I'm laughing because it was awful. We had to buy awful toilet paper because everybody took the good kind. Sorry. Oh, anyway, ranting. But no, like instead of trying to, and that's what I was trying to get at, is that like instead of trying to prepare or send what we don't know they need, we need to wait and see what they actually need. We need to wait and see what we can actually do. You can only prepare for what you can prepare for. You can't prepare for like I can't prepare for an earthquake necessarily here. Other than like to have documents or whatever ready if my house is destroyed, but I don't live in an earthquake prone area. I'm not aware of how to prepare for an earthquake. I am prepared for hurricanes, even though I don't live near the coast anymore, because guess what I had to do a long time ago? Learn how to deal with earthquakes, or not earthquakes, hurricanes, the other thing. So yeah, instead of like going and trying to, instead of worrying and building anxiety and then having things that you don't need, or preparing for things that aren't happening, we need to wait and see what's actually coming. There's a lot of anxiety in the air right now. There just is. I felt it for like the past month and a half or so. It's been insane. So I have really had to learn how to ground my energy, how to stay in my little world, my bubble in a sense, but not in a I'm only concerned about me, but in a I cannot have all of these distractions all of the time. I'm still bearing witness to what's going on, but I cannot doom scroll. I am still looking for ways to provide justice, to be the light, to help bring this balance back. But if I'm sitting there and just doom scrolling and waiting, then that's that's doing nobody good, any good, because I can't even function inside of my own house if that's happening, right? Okay, so we have this. I'm going to ask if there's any other way, because I feel like we just need one more card here. There's something else. How else can we affect change and be the light right now during this time? Oh, okay, so I'm feeling this one. And I'm also feeling this one. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I love this. Okay. Fantastic. Here we go, guys. 2 of Cups. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Join in community. Find your people. See how they're like, there's differences, but we can still work together, and you still have the same rainbow effect in the chakras, because this is love and respect and community. Oh my gosh. Okay, so find community, find ways to help, find ways to be active with your people. 100%. Yes. Amazing. Fantastic. Just really confirming what I've already said, to be honest. And then here, oh my gosh, what is this? This is the devil. This represents all of our little, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Our vices, right? Our, whether it's food or, I mean, doom scrolling. This little guy down here, absolutely freaked out, can't do anything because they're attached. I mean, there's like, they're barely attached, they're attached by strings, but still can't do anything when you're in this whirlwind of anxiety. And that's what this is screaming to me right now. Okay. You can't do anything when you're anxious. Find ways to let that stuff go. Just let it go. And that's going to be through finding your people, being with your people, finding ways to restore your energy. 1,000%, 1,000%. Yes. Okay. Loving this reading, guys. Holy crap. When I first started, I was a little worried, but anyway, so if you are, dang it, I wasn't trying to do an energetic collective reading. I guess this isn't, but if you are wondering what to do with this crazy energy, what to do about all of the ways that you feel anxious, the way that things are not like, you're like, no, this is the way it should be. It's not right. Great. That's a fantastic place to start. Look for ways to help. Sorry, I'm getting really animated here. Look for ways to help. Okay. Find your grounding, your centered place. Because we only change the world when we're ready to do the work. Sometimes doing the work is literally stepping away from the things that cause us anxiety and frustration. Sometimes it's figuring out how to better channel those energies into our lives. Sometimes doing the work is as simple as figuring out, hey, I need to have a healthier lunch. Sometimes it's as simple as, hey, guess what? I need to get off my butt and I need to walk around for a bit because I've got too much energy just sitting here and I've got to run some of this off or walk some of this off. Sometimes it's saying, I'm not going to doom scroll because I have 1,000 other things I could be getting up and doing. That's the only way we're going to be the light, guys. We can't be the light by just sitting there and wishing and hoping and praying and, oh my gosh, sending good vibes and I don't ever do anything wrong. Bull crap. We all do crap. We all have bad days. I'm having a bad day today. Apparently I'm a little spicy. Didn't realize I was spicy this morning, but apparently I am. I've yelled at my kids 5 times today already. It's been crazy, but we have to be willing to do that work. And sometimes doing the work literally is about finding community, finding your people, and being willing to be wrong. Being willing to step out, step up, and be wrong. And that sucks. I'm shaking stuff here, guys. Oof, my bad. All right. That's, I guess, what I'm going to leave you with. Find your people. Find helpful ways to move forward. And let go of your vices. And I'm not going to say which one, because I can't tell you that. Spirit knows. You know. If I don't know, but I'm telling you, I knew my habits were bad. I knew I wasn't getting stuff done. You know. And if you think you don't know, just ask your best friend. Just ask, your partner. 100% they know if you don't. So I'm going to leave you. Oof. Good message today. Gosh, I hope somebody watches this who needed it. I hope, maybe I needed it today. I don't know. Very good message today. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you would like a personalized reading, because apparently I'm going to be a little spicy and step on toes this weekend. So if you want some of that in your life, totally check out my Ko-Fi page. I have a lot of listed readings. I have donation-based readings. I have all kinds of awesome things there. And thank you for joining me, and maybe join me next time if you feel like it, because I'm going to try to do this. I'm hoping to do a message from Spirit a few times a week. I don't know. We'll see. I get big ideas in my head and then they kind of dissipate, but it is what it is. It's my way of trying to be the light. And I just knocked all my cards over. That was not very love and light of me. It's a good thing I'm not love and light. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.